Tonight, we report on a court ruling on a man with multiple sex crime convictions and a road closure in Moses Lake. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Moses Lake baseball captures the Big 9 conference and Warden Southwall takes 2 from Riverview. Stay tuned and I'll tell you how it happened. Here's a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, another storm system heading our way from the Pacific, but will it impact our area? Stay tuned, I will have all the details for you coming up in a bit.
I'm Alan Troop and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
An appeals court ruled a man with 4 sex crime convictions before he was 18 can be put into a mental institution. The Washington State Court of Appeals ruled the law allowing the Grant County prosecutors to commit Ernesto Leyva was constitutional. His juvenile crimes could be used in his trial, and he was allowed to present his defense. Leyva's criminal convictions started when he was 14 when he pleaded guilty to indecent exposure twice. Leyva molested 2 girls at his church within the same year, and when he was staying with the family during the treatment portion of a past sentence, he raped the family's 16-year-old daughter. When Leyva was 18, prosecutors petitioned to commit Leyva as a sexually violent predator, meaning a combination of mental illness and prior convictions for sexual misconduct made him a danger to the community. A jury agreed in 2012 and found Leyva should be committed, and the appeals court upheld their decision. Moses Lake is preparing for road work tonight. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
Part of a closed mile-long section of Road N northeast north of Moses Lake was scheduled to be blasted late today. Tomer Construction of Ephrata is excavating the section of Road N between roads 8 and 9 northeast to make way for pavement. The road segment is scheduled to be closed until May 21st. Blasting was required to remove about 2 feet of a high point in the road for better sight distance and a 50-mile-per-hour speed limit. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Thanks, Jeff. The shoreline for Wanapum Reservoir is going to be closed to the public during Memorial Day weekend. The shoreline between Wanapum and Rock Island Dams was closed shortly after Grant PUD lowered the water level behind Wanapum Dam to relieve pressure on a crack. The drop in the water level makes the boat launches along the reservoir unusable, creates dangerous situations for people walking on the exposed riverbed, and revealed culturally sensitive locations. The PUD contracted with law enforcement agencies and private companies to patrol the shoreline. Several recreation sites at the Priest Rapids Reservoir are going to be open on Memorial Day weekend, including the Priest Rapids Recreation Area and Wanapum Lower Boat Launch. Quincy is expecting to obtain a $10 million loan to help with an expansion for the Microsoft data centers. The City Council approved moving forward with an agreement to build several water-related facilities for the Project Oxford expansion during last night's meeting. In return, the company is agreeing to pay the city back through its water rates. The project will include a water softener building, several pressurized pipes, and 2 fiber conduit routes. The company purchased roughly 200 acres from the Port of Quincy last year to construct a second set of data centers. When it's finished, it's expected to add 100 new jobs to the city. Kim Allen is seeking a 3rd term as Grant County Clerk. The Ephrata resident announced she is running for re-election to the position she has held since 2007. The clerk's office is responsible for handling all of the Superior Court documents and assisting in court proceedings. Allen stated she is committed to serving the county in a professional and courteous manner. Allen started with the clerk's office in 1988 as a deputy clerk and continued working there in several roles until 1995. She returned after 10 years of working at a law firm to run for the clerk's position in 2006. Now let's take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be right back after this.